That is the seismic thingamabob. That's the official name for it. The seismic thingamabob. So I'm doing the science with the... I think, yeah, I'm using a scientist to deploy the science equipment. You might be right. I probably should have used an engineer. I think it just affects how, you know, this generates more power if you use an engineer, but I don't have an engineer. I could have put an engineer on here, but I just didn't. Okay, I think that's it for the stuff. Yeah, just a parachute in that one. So, okay, that's that. So don't have a lot of this stuff. This is the goo. I find this stuff doesn't work super great with Kerbalism anyway, so I'm not that concerned if it doesn't work great, but I mean, at least it's out and it looks okay. Okay. And then, yeah, you gotta do... You get an F here to interact, so I'm gonna interact. And I got some information here. I don't like this 0p per hour. It's also entirely possible I did this someplace else and this is already done. I don't know. I just had it in there, so I thought I'd use it. Interact again. Connected to... We got low voltage. Well, we are in the dark. That's probably not good. That might be part of the problem. This way. We get another interact. Interact. Yeah, I think right now I just don't have sun. So hopefully this will be working at some date in the future. If not, well, whatever. I got a couple more bits of equipment here to interact with. And then we got to get back out of here. That is the Grand Slam passive seismometer. And then finally over here. I kind of have these things a little close together. Whoa! Maybe we won't be able to turn on the seismometer. Oh wait, this is... Well, that's the other solar... Oh, I think I did that one. Didn't I? Interact. There we go. Nicely done. Okay. Now, he does have his science with him. Put it back on Hector here. Yeah, he's collected an EVA report, and he has a surface sample that says invalid situation. Oh, I just can't do it yet. But what's his date? Yeah, he does have stuff. So let's get him aboard here. Science. Transfer the data there. Okay, so that's that done. It can start doing what it needs to do. But one thing I'm looking at is there's those rocks over there. Can he collect himself a little rock sample? So I'm going to give that a go. Up you go. Seems pretty heavy. Oh, he's only got that. Okay. I'm going to watch that monopropellant because I don't want to run out of it. I don't know if what I see in front of me is just terrain scatter or if that's actually stuff that he can... I think it's stuff. Oh, I thought that was a good landing. Oh well. Up you go. See if we can grab a... Get out his little pickaxe thingamajig. I've been down with a rover and I've done those sort of... Oh, EVA report just got transmitted for 30 science. That's why we're here. Okay. And does it say anything to... Surface sample EVA report... There. I thought something changed. Pick up Moonstone. Pick away at that there, Hector. No science. Obviously, I did this the first time I was here. Okay, okay, we'll go back. Back you go. Back you go. No more moon rocks for you. Alright, we're getting out of here. Bathe at lathe. I like that, Clay. Alright. Okay, I think the ladder's on the other side, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, I see it. Oh! Nice. Alright. Up you go. Play Pool on Jewel. Oh, God, you guys are throwing titles at me left, right, and center. Okay. We are going back to the station now. So we have successfully gathered everything that we can. We collected one surface sample, and we'll try and do some analysis of it in our science lab. That's the whole reason why it's there. But what we got to do is get it there. So we are coming from the north, right? Like the station. The worst thing in the world would be to go the wrong way. Yeah, we got to launch towards the south. Okay, so let's do that. So south is that way on the Navball. Okay, I think we're good. So let's go that way. Yeah, I don't know which way it is on the screen, but it's that way. Okay. Off we go. And we'll just go this way until we get our Apple apps up to around 12 kilometers or so. And we'll rendezvous with our station. Looks good. Zooming over the surface. Okay, this can be back onto orbital. This can be back onto orbital. Set the station as a target. Do want to do that. The longer you spend down there on the surface, too, the more the moon rotates and the further away the station's going to get from you. So it is good to not dilly-dally, as it were. But this is going to be the last landing until we get some more fuel over there. Actually, it's the oxidizer specifically that I'm looking for. Okay, where are we at? Minute 40 seconds. Okay. Get a little closer. Moho, let's go. Probably missing some of them in there. Okay, let's no, I can wait. I can get myself a little closer. Just looking at that time until apoapsis, and when it gets close to 0, I'm just gonna burn. Nothing too fancy. Okay, let's do it. Whoops. Ignitions do we got? Oh. Just looking at ignitions on these Twitch engines, because I do not have... Oh! It doesn't say... Well, there's reliability. Oh, 49 ignitions. Oh my gosh. These Twitches are awesome. Okay, I'm not quite. My periaxis is only 3.5 kilometers, so I should do a little bit more. Nicey nice. Okay. So, let's rearrange this so we're kind of upright. Well, maybe not locking on the prograde vector would be a good plan. So we look like we're in some semblance of control. Okay, let's arrange for our meeting up with the station. We're a little bit off because of just the moon rotating. That's what's going to happen. So let's do this at the... Oh, we're coming up to the ascending node here first. Sorry, let's delete that one. This is our first node we're coming up to. Let's see how close this gets us. Okay, that's not that close. Is it better at this end? Whoa, I just put a stack. Oh my god. I hate when you try to move the thing and then it... Oh, that's pretty darn close. Now if I slide this around, am I going to get closer or further, or can I weasel my way to it here? Or am I better off popping ahead an orbit or two? That is the question. Oh, wow. I think I'm better weaseling it right now. So let's weasel. Let's weasel. A little more prograde maybe. Yeah, I got a lot of fuel. I don't need to be particularly efficient with this. Really being a pain. So I'm just looking at the orange ones. I think that's probably pretty obvious. A little more retro. That's making it worse. How far apart are... Oh, there's my issue. Okay, I'm going to change my plan then. We'll do some orbits. These guys got a lot of food and stuff. Try this again. There we go. Oh my gosh. You do a little bit. Sometimes you get yourself stuck in doing something a certain way and then you realize, oh, if I just was a smidge smarter, this would be a lot easier. You know what? It's just the plane changes. What would it cost to just get these two orbits to match? It's not that much. Maybe I'll just do that. That might be smarter. Not too much, yeah. Let's do that. There we go. That's what we're going to do. We'll match the planes and then we'll We'll go for a rendezvous. That'll make our lives easier. So was a normal or an anti-normal? Normal. There we go. Anti-normal, silly. Alright. Then we gotta see how our... Where's our alarm clock? We'll get back to our gas tanker after this, once we get these guys generating some science for us. This should make our lives easier. Okay, and now we can just do a regular, normal rendezvous. Ta-da! I was trying to finagle all the plane change stuff, and it's just like, no, just do it the easy way. Stop being silly. Where's our 9? Yeah. Okay, 6 kilometer, 5 kilometer, 4 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 1 kilometer, 200 meters. I saw 100 meters. There we go. Okay, that burn's coming up in 34 minutes. All right. And there we are. Okay, and this should be just prograde, right? Sure thing. Yep. Oh, I can level these folks up in the science lab too. I just realized that. We got some leveling to do. You know what, I should just shut down 2 of these engines because my thrust to weight's really high. There we go. That's a simple way to deal with that. A little RCS to finish this off. Ooh, I saw 170 meters. There we go. Nice. Okay. I'm going to be at our station in 23 minutes. Hello there, Elena. How are you? Trying to read the chat more now that the landing is done with. It's always during that landing. That's the wrong time to try and get me to talk to you. I am really concentrating on just getting down onto the surface safely. Okay, let's put this on retrograde. Comes our station. Still a couple minutes away. Oh, going through the render pause. Come on. There it is. Nothing like sticking things to an asteroid to make your game run more slowly. Okay, we're about a minute away. Start reducing that velocity. What are we doing? Well, these folks just landed down there on the surface of the moon, and they are bringing up a surface sample to be analyzed in the science lab here. So that is numero one thing that's happening. I also have a gas tanker, which is going to make the rounds between couple of different vessels, ending also at this station. And part of the gas tanker's job is to refuel this lander. So, a few things going on. Well, thank you, Astrovic. I'm glad that the videos help. I'm really, really curious when KSP2 comes out. One of the things I'm the most curious about, in fact, is how is it going to handle the kind of tutorial aspect of it? Is it going to be a lot? I know the developers have said that they want to make it more of an in-game thing. You know, that the game teaches you what to do as opposed to just kind of fumbling a way through it. Now there's clearly a fine line to all of that, because honestly fumbling and failing and learning is definitely part of the experience of this game, so you don't want to do too much hand holding instead of hold handing. But I think this game is definitely on the not hand holding end of things. Why did I put the docking port on the side? Because it looks good. I like it. I had to put lights on top. That's where it went. Actually, the 2.5 meter docking port doesn't, I think, look right on this capsule on the top. Oh, I should slow down. I should really slow down. So I think it looks better on the side. That's really the reason. Okay, let's get over to the station. We're going to dock over here. The opposite side of where we're coming in, of course. Like, that's just the way it always works, isn't it? Set that as a target. Okay, slow down some more. Come on, slow down. That anymore. Okay, so we should become a little bit, should be now coming over top of our docking port here based on this, unless I've read this all wrong, which of course is entirely possible. So let's do a little time warping here. Might do a little shutdown right here at the end. Yeah, we're coming over top. Don't hit the rock. Off a little bit more speed. Okay, now we can shut down engines. This one and this one, and control from here, and reorient all of this stuff. Where is my? There we are. Okay, let's get down there. I've got the RCS turned way down, even though these are the like really big ones on top here. It's because I only put the little ones on the bottom, so it's hard to even see the I can get it out, the jets. Okay, we're looking for that target icon up here. I think I see it. Oh, oh. Moving now in the right direction. Oh, I'm coming over the pole at the same time. That doesn't help. Getting the old camera move around there. Coming in a little bit slowly, but better slow and cautious, I think. There we are. Okay, we're there. All right, so what we got to do, let's work this out here and get this science lab. So we got to transfer our data over to here, right? So maybe we just need to so we got a dump. Oh, maybe it doesn't need, maybe it's being done already. Let's see. Auto. See, I got a how's this work? Because this doesn't work. The mobile processing lab does not work the same way with Kerbalism as it does in the stock game. All it does is, okay, we can level up our crew. Why don't I do that? There we go. So now we get some, that's something I know how to do. Let's transfer. Oh, we don't have any scientists in there. So let's, who was our Hector? Let's transfer over our scientists. Hector should go into the science lab and, okay. Lieutenant Kim can go in here, but Hector didn't move. Transfer Hector. There. Okay, I think it's right now. So Hector and Mac the G should be both in the science lab. I do have a surface sample. It is still in the... Do I have to actually do it via AVA? I shouldn't have to. I should not have to. Ah, there we go. Okay. So the surface sample is now being analyzed and turned into science. That's what it is. So instead of having to bring it all the way back to the KSC, that's what the lab does in Kerbalism, and that's basically all that it does in Kerbalism. So right now you can see it up here. We're generating science. We can transmit this science. Now, I ran into an issue when I was doing this around Minmus with the transmission speed not being nearly enough and the data here like getting full. Like I was running out of space. Does it tell me how much space I here, still got 100% available, but I was running out of space with all the science that was. But what I realized afterwards is what the game does when deciding upon the transmission speed is it goes by the slowest active antenna on the vessel. And although this station does have somewhere, I think, a pretty decent antenna hiding somewhere, I don't know where I put it. Oh, right here. There it is. So let's activate that. But what I think I also need to do is deactivate all of these communitrons that I have just kind of hanging around. Now, can I do that from here? I believe I can. So retract. Oh, this is convenient. Yes. So I want to retract all of these slower antennas. Oh, I just retracted the big one. And that should up my, I'm going to put this to the test. Okay, so here's the big one. And I can see from here that all the other antennas, if I scroll down, I don't think there are any more for me to turn off. No, they're just lights down there, solar panels, and then life support stuff, which I don't obviously want to mess with. Stop that. And according to this, I think it tells me what my transmission speed is. I'm transmitting at 9 kilobytes per second. So by my theory, if I turn on one of these communitrons, the slower ones, now my data speed has gone to 9 kilobytes per second. So there you go. I am completely not knowing what I'm talking about. I thought that would speed it up, but I'm wrong. Okay. I'm being told I can't toggle them. I'm not sure what that's in reference to, but they are all toggled off. The only antenna on now is this big dish antenna. So maybe when I get some better relays involved, I get this 9 kilobytes per second higher. And with that kind of in mind, I'm going to jump over to that tanker ship and see if I can do something about getting those relays going.